Hello, welcome to Do You Love Your Mother? This is Alan Glassman, host, and Hannah McCormick, lovely guest this evening. And of course, my partner here. Please introduce yourself, partner.
Welcome to Do You Love Your Mother podcast. This is your host, Denzel. And no, I am not an AI. This is a real person. I can prove it to you by smacking myself. Now,
Wait, I didn't hear it. Can you do it again?
Yeah.
did I smack myself?
Can you hear him? I can't hear it smack.
You didn't hear it smack?
Mm-mm.
I want to hear it smack.
That's fine. Alan, can you please introduce our beautiful guest tonight?
Wait, let me smack myself. Did you hear a smack?
No,
For real?
No.
I'm not backing myself.
No, you don't need to.
Don't.
You don't need. Please don't. No, please don't do that. But that's strange. Zoom as like an anti-smack platform. Maybe that's because the hashtag me too. You can't smack on public. Like I can't even smack myself. So if you're into S&M, this isn't the show for you. Sorry. There will be no like loud smacking or anything like that. No, that's too bad.
Alan, can you introduce our beautiful guest tonight?
Yes, we have the lovely Hannah McCormick. And
Hi.
Hannah, you're sitting in what looks like either a painting. I don't even know what painters call it, their studio. Where are you right now, and what is it that you do for a living?
Yeah, I'm at my hair salon. I own a private suite in Phoenix, Arizona. It's called Hair by Hannah AZ, and I'm just there right now.
Oh, okay. So do you hang out there at nighttime, or like you just go
I
over
don't. I am hiding from my children and my husband. And I get better lighting in here.
Okay. Well, you look great in the
Thank you.
studio. I don't yeah, if you need your hair done, Hair by Hannah AZ. Is that your Instagram handle or what?
Yes.
Okay. All right, awesome. All right, well, we have some great questions. I have them on my computer, and obviously, let me go back to my phone because now that I'm looking at this, I'm looking them up on my phone, and this will be edited too. So, eyes glazing over. It's after 10 o'clock. Come on, man, get to it. But my boy over here texted me a lot of stuff here, so I have to find the. You have the questions with you, Denzel?
Hannah, how long have you been a mother, and what
Perfect.
has been the good and the bad so far?
Well, I had my daughter back in August of 2019, which she's amazing. She's awesome and super smart and super sweet. I think the hardest part is making sure I'm not raising a psychopath.
Wait, are you a psychopath?
No. But doesn't everybody worry about their children having empathy? And
three.
I could go on and on about the best good parts about being a mom. It's limitless.
Share a few.
Yeah,
no, I mean, share a few. Like you shared your worry, but like, what's the happy parts when you're not thinking she's psycho? Like, what's she doing that's making you smile?
No, but I feel like you could do any little thing and then they turn out crazy. But no, I try really hard to make sure I'm doing everything I can as a mom to give both, and I have a son as well. He's 9 months old. Give both of my children like everything that they can to be successful people. And it's been really cool to see how my daughter interacts with other kids, and she's just so compassionate and sweet to them, and just overall really awesome.
Do you feel like you have to encourage her to like, okay, what's your daughter? You don't have to share her name. Lily. Oh, thank you. Mm-hmm. So when you're at a park or like around a place where there's other kids, do you sometimes feel like you have to encourage them to, all right, Lily, why don't you share with so? Have you seen that around? What's your take on that? The whole sharing, share. You probably heard that before, right?
Yeah. I was at the pool today. There was a little boy. He was like 3 with his dad, and he had a little Batman toy that she saw, and she was like, I want to play with that. And she also brought this dinosaur toy. I was like, I mean, you could ask, but you got to be cool with him not wanting to share it. And she was like, please take my dinosaur. I want to play with your Batman. But she's generally pretty good. But I think it's also equally important to like be cool with them not wanting to share because that's their stuff.
People, they don't always want to share.
No, and they don't have to. That's fine.
No, they don't. But I did ask a dad one time if he could share his Porsche with me. My son was sharing his Tonka truck. He's like, we should share. Sharing is nice. And I was like, hey, can I borrow your Porsche right now? I'll go get us some coffee and come back. He had a nice one too. I was like, oh, let me drive that Porsche for a second. He didn't want to share. Can you believe it?
Can't believe it.
I know. Seriously.
Me neither.
Do people let you drive their Porsche, Denzel?
No, but like Range Rovers and stuff.
Oh, that's true. I think I'd rather drive a Range Rover. Porsches are too short. I get claustrophobic in them.
Oh, I can see you three now. All I have to do was swipe to the right. Can you?
Boom.
Can you see
Oh yeah, try it. Swipe. You're not
to the right?
selecting either one of us. You're
There
just,
we go. Okay, I have all you now.
There we go.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. There. See it? iPhone.
Oh,
But I
having a
do
fun.
only see when I swipe. I do only see Denzel's mouth because I think of the format.
Well, I see
What?
the whole thing. Interesting.
I'm not bothered. It's fine.
You just see my big ass lip.
That's all you see, like Twizzler, like
Just
the
the
Twizzler
mouth.
commercial. That's funny.
Oh my.
Well, I see
All
your
right.
face. I see you. The hat. You have a black hat. In case someone's not watching, it says "Canamigos." It looks like a cannabis hat. Did you get that at your local dispensary or what?
Most
do
of
you
our viewers are from California and Montana and Colorado. So we appreciate you if you're a stoner and you're watching this episode. We really appreciate you very much.
Okay. And that's Canamigos. Friends. Now, Hannah, do you have a little plug for Canamigos there, Denzel? Sorry, Hannah. No, you good? All right. So, how did your lifestyle change once you became a mother? Like, you want to give us a little snapshot of what it was happening before you became a mother, and then boom, like I've got a little girl, and now you have a 9-month-old boy. So obviously it wasn't that bad because you had a second child. So
I had to wait a long time to have the second one.
It's not that long. It's only a couple of years. I have 3, and they're a couple of years apart.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's kind of a weird comparison to, I guess, mom's past, parents past, because COVID happened when she turned 6 months old.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So I obviously awful that the pandemic happened, but I was forced to not work for about a month because of the industry I'm in. And like legally in Arizona, you couldn't work. I think it was for the month of April. And the first day I could legally work was actually my first Mother's Day. So I was like, I gotta.
Wow.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day. Go make me some money.
Seriously. And I was like, well, I guess I kind of got a Mother's Day for the last month.
Get out those colors. Get out those colors. Come on.
Yeah. But I was fortunately able to stay home for like my daughter's first steps and like some really cool milestones. But before I had her, I got married the October before, or not the October before. Yeah. No? Yeah. I got married in
I don't
October.
know. Was it a shotgun wedding, Hannah?
No. She was very much planned. We've always wanted kids. But I got married in October and then pregnant in December. So a lot of changes really quickly. But
Wow.
my husband and I both did not picture our future without kids. So I really don't remember much of my life before. I was like 24. So I was a kid.
Yeah. Just having fun as a 20-something-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow.
Wait, you didn't go to college? Did you go to college? Or?
I went to cosmetology school right outside of, I actually got my associates before I went to cosmetology school in early childhood development, and wanted to be a kindergarten teacher. I don't want to work for the government and I can't really deal with other parents. So I decided that was not the route for me. And ended up going to cosmetology school. And then I had worked full time while going to cosmetology school full time. I feel like I have more freedom as a mom now than I did as a kid or as a young adult.
Yeah, it sounds like you were just busy all the time, going to school and
I was ready to
working
make
and
money.
paying bills. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
sound like a big party.
Mm-mm.
That's what it does. Am I correct? From what
No,
you're
I mean,
saying?
it was a lot of hard work, but I
Yeah.
loved my job and I'm my own
Okay.
boss. So.
That's awesome. Being
Yeah.
self-employed is great. I am personally, and it's awesome. It's a big freedom.
Amen. Amen, sister.
Oh, yeah.
Amen. Rihanna said, throw it up, throw it up. That fall out. That's what Rihanna said.
Wait, what falls out?
Well,
Money,
money.
right?
Oh. I'm a little slow. I'm a little slow on these things. You know, throw it up.
He's not. He doesn't know Rihanna. Alan doesn't know who
What?
Rihanna is.
Oh yeah, I don't know who she is.
I feel like that's a crime.
I was watching. I watched the
National
Super
treasure.
Bowl. I saw her. She came down. She had like 1,000 dancers around her on this huge platform. I know who Ryan is. Umbrella, Ella, hey, hey.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
All right. I take
hey,
it back. I
don't
take it
make.
back.
If I had my guitar, I'd start playing it for you, but I don't. Luckily, I don't. You don't want to hear that. So, you know, we talked about some of the lifestyle changes. It sounds like it got better. What are some of the challenges of being a mother? And then having your job too. Like sounds like you have a supportive husband too, so that's good.
Oh my gosh, I have the best husband ever. He's amazing. And he's a stay-at-home dad. I actually am the sole provider. And he kind of set that up for us. I had no desire to own a business even.
Wow.
That sounded like a lot of work. So I feel like kind of plotted in his head, like, she's gonna make more money, so let's figure out how to make that happen. And learned how to make my website, online booking, and literally everything. And I was 3 months pregnant when we opened my business. And then it just like was super successful for us, and it worked well. But as far as challenges, I have ADHD, so I get really bad like audio overstimulation. So if my daughter's saying like mommy, 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 and the TV is going, and I just like, I can't hear anything, and I feel like I'm gonna snap. It's not fun. So it's more day to day, like dealing with like little irritations. But I do genuinely love being a mother, and it helps that I am able to go out and work. I feel like that makes me a better mom. Yeah. I mean, I'm exhausted.
Well, we appreciate you taking your time at this time in the evening to like share time with us for this interview. Yeah.
I'm super, I love being a mom. I love talking about being a mom. And it's, I love it.
It's one of the best things in life. Sorry, Denzel, go ahead.
I mean, I'm just here sitting here in awe. Like, how lucky is your husband?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like,
lucky. I can't believe he had never held a baby before our daughter, and I was just so convinced he was going to be like, just kidding, I don't want to do this. Like, not the parenting thing, but the stay-at-home thing. And like every month that went by, like he was totally fine, and I was like, that's not fair. I thought it would be harder for him. But no, I'm lucky. He really takes a lot of that like mental load off for me. Yeah, he's amazing.
Wow. Hannah, this reminds me of like my dream. Like, your husband is like, he has my dream job. I just hate to say it, but it is true, ma'am. Let me tell you something. My dream is to be Kris Jenner's boyfriend. You know, like, you know, Kris Jenner.
You could.
You got the right pajamas for it. He would, or she, whatever they call themselves these days, would be all over you, man.
Listen,
Jenner's very feminine. She's a very feminine mom.
Oh no, because Kris Jenner, the lady that was a
no, that was her ex.
Oh wait, Kris Jenner's a woman, and
Yeah,
what's
Kris Jenner's the mom. She's like the
The mom.
I'm out of it on when it comes to social. Yeah, when it comes to social, like I don't know, what is that? Pop culture? I guess that would be
Yes.
pop culture. I'm a little behind. I don't know the Kardashians. I know their dad was like a attorney.
Yeah,
from
he's the
back in
one.
the
No,
90s.
no, no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then she remarried, and the person that she remarried is now Caitlyn. No, no, yeah,
But the
Caitlyn. I'm
guy
not
she married is
Caitlyn
now a
Jenner, Bruce
woman, right?
Jenner.
Bruce.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Caitlyn Jenner used to be
Bruce
Bruce
Jenner.
Jenner.
See, when I was a kid, that was like I was idolized him. He was like Olympic hero, decathlon winner.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, dude became a lady, and I was like, "Oh, okay, go for it, buddy."
yeah.
Whatever
I mean,
floats
you
your
never know
boat.
what's going on inside
No,
because they have all these cameras around them. I'm sure there's a lot that that she had kept inside.
you could say he
Well,
or she. We don't care.
well,
I-
Alan G, let me tell you something. Alan G, hold up a minute.
Wait,
Let me
all
tell you
right.
something.
Hard
Kris
questions.
Kris Jenner's boyfriend is 20 years younger. That could easily be me, okay?
Well, if she ever hears this, she'll know she has a fallback plan.
Listen, all she has to do is let me drive her around, give her a massage. That's all I want.
Maybe that'll happen. But let's get back to Hannah because she's sitting here and she probably has appointments in the morning. Look at him. He's like, I got my fingers crossed. I hope she hears the show.
What's beautiful is I take 3 days off as well. I work 4 days, so I work on Sundays. So today is technically my Saturday. So
Oh,
I'm good.
nice. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, so then I won't feel bad for you. All right.
No,
All right,
you
cool.
think I'd be sleeping anyway? I have a 9-month-old.
Oh, that's true. You get to sleep whenever
That
they feel
part.
like they
That
let you.
part. That part. That part.
Yeah. So, Mother Hannah, is there anything you would have done differently? Like, for instance, would you have your kids earlier or later? Or did you feel like you had them right in the perfect time?
I do feel like we had them at the perfect time. I think I would have liked to have waited at least a year being married before, and not that like I think that would have changed the outcome of like the children or when we would have had them, but I would have liked to enjoy going grocery shopping alone with my husband a few more times, and just bonding a little bit more just by ourselves. But
Okay. All right. I like that. That actually makes sense. Okay. So you wish you waited like a year to get married?
no. After we were married to have kids.
Okay. Okay. So you think you had it too early?
I mean, I'm super blessed. I'm super happy with how everything is. But I think
She's
if there
saying
was
in a
one thing I could
perfect-
maybe change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying. We have 3 kids, and going to the grocery store, they get this and they get this, and can we try that? And can we try this? You're like, whoa, I have stuff I actually need to get. But by the time you get done, if you get everything they want to get, it's gonna be like candy, snacks, some random thing that looks cool.
My kid is wiping me out on berries right now.
Oh,
Berries are like a fortune.
and
all
they
she
go bad
wants.
fast too. Like you
Yeah.
buy raspberries and next day they're moldy. So
Or it's like the one thing she's like, oh, I don't like that anymore. Why'd you get that?
Uh-oh. Get a taste of your own medicine changing your mind like that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever my little girl does stuff like that, I'm like, you were praying for a girl. Yeah. But we love our daughter. I have 3 kids, 14, 11, and 8.5, almost 9. So yeah.
I have a dog.
That's apparent. Having a dog is hard.
It's a good learning experience.
Shout out to you, Missy Elliott. Shout out to Missy.
Missy Elliott? Why?
Yeah, we call her Missy. She's a black lab.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's right, Missy Elliott. I met his dog. Sorry. When you said Missy Elliott, I'm like, I forget. They just called her
Is
Missy.
it worth it? Let me work it. Let me yeah. Hannah, what was I gonna say? Do you love your mother podcast? We have to ask you this question, ma'am. How was your relationship with your mom?
It's very complicated. It's probably a lot of the reason I'm super passionate about all of the emotional work that I do to be a good parent to my kids. My mom was predominantly a single mom for a very long time. My my dad left when I was like 5, and I have a brother that's 4 years younger. So he was 1 and I was 5. And she did a lot of sacrificing, and she was 22 when she had me. So she was very young.
Wow.
And still graduated from Baylor, and took me to classes and figured it out. Yeah.
Wow. You went to college when you were a baby.
Yeah.
You've been
But
going to college your
she-
whole life. No wonder you didn't want to do more of that. You're like, no.
No, I have a lot of respect for everything that she gave up. There's a lot that I decided I couldn't do because kind of the sacrifices that she made. And there was definitely a lot of like tension and stress, because at the end of the day, she didn't have any more to give, so she provided a fantastic life for us, but not necessarily the right emotional support that I would have wanted for myself, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. Like you can't change that. But yeah, she is a very impressive woman and super, super smart. And she lives like 10 minutes away from me. So as I've gotten older and have now had my second kid, and me and my brother are the same age difference that my daughter and my son are apart. I was like, what the fuck? That was not okay. And you did that yourself. Like, and I have a lot more compassion for it now. So there was definitely a lot of like resentment, I guess, until, like, I don't know, people say all the time, like, you'll understand when you're a parent or when you're older, and you're like, whatever, I don't know, it sucks right now, so I don't care. But man, it's hard. It's so hard. And I have no idea how she did it. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we're getting there. We'll get there one day where we're close, I think. I hope.
It takes a while. I had similar
Mhm.
experience. I would not get into mine because it's not about me. But I can definitely relate. And not being a mother, but my mom did. She was 22 as well, and she wasn't in college. And yeah, she raised me and then my brother and sister. So she got a second husband. That's a whole nother story. But yeah,
Same.
right.
My mom got remarried, and I don't even know where he is anymore. But like, it's just crazy.
Don't ask her to pick
Crazy.
the horses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't ask her to make your bets for you. Don't bet. Just don't bet. Yeah. I'm gonna get a drink here. You want to ask her any other questions here, Denzel? We got 5 or 6 more. You good on time?
Well, I asked the last question. It's your turn.
Oh, we had to flip.
Yeah.
All right.
Rock, paper. Yeah.
So, you have 2 children now, and it's kind of hard, I think, when they're 9 months old to really know their personalities and stuff. But is there such a thing, Mother Hannah, as a favorite child?
Ooh. I certainly hope that I never fall victim to that. That would eat me up. And going back to the relationship with my mother, that's probably a lot of the reason there is resentment, is because my brother was definitely always the favorite, like always. So
Prince.
Every time I like cuddle my son a little bit more than my daughter and she's around, I'm like, oh, you didn't see that, like, well, I'll go cuddle her a little bit more. But I hope not. They're both amazing. But we'll see. I was not a very easy teenager, so maybe at that point I'll like him a little more.
She has a little notebook herself with some resentments at this point, huh? Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
I know, it's like it goes both ways, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Man, I didn't. My mom and I ran away from home when I was 17, and my mom and I didn't really talk much, maybe 4 times for 15 years. So it's takes a while.
Yeah.
We're on very good terms now. We're really good friends, and as a mom and son, and she lives in Minnesota, so uh,
I
we don't
think
get to.
distance helps.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't hurt. And then the
Yeah,
kids get to see her every once in a while. And that's really nice.
Hmm.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about your kids growing up in this social media and the generation that they're in right now, with like different pressures and stuff like that?
I mean,
What's your and your husband's game plan?
oh, I we don't really have one, and I feel like that's kind of fair right now because it's ever changing and it changes so quickly. I hate social media. I feel like I spend so much time on it. The only reason I have an Instagram is for my business. And I feel like I'm never like it never clicks. Like I never quite get it. Um, but I don't know. I feel like I'm very protective of innocence. So when it comes to like my daughter getting to like 10 or 11 or whatever and starts asking for a phone, which I'm sure will be even earlier than that, I feel like we'll probably limit access. I try really hard not to post pictures of them. I don't know. Like there's just so much that like you can't explain to them to keep them safe from the mass amount of dangers there are on social media. Like on so many different levels, from like protection to like is like addiction to like screens and just the instant gratification of people validating how you look and how your personality and everything. So I don't know. It scares me for sure. And I'm
Did you
definitely
have that stuff in high school? Or I don't remember asking if we did, how old you are, and I
I'm
won't.
29.
Okay,
So
so
I did.
okay.
But I didn't have like, and I think most people did like my junior, senior year have an iPhone. I didn't have a smartphone or anything like that until after I
Mhm.
graduated. But yeah, that was very much a thing. I
Mm.
never got like cyberbullied or anything, but a lot of my friends did.
Wow.
Yeah, it sucks.
Mm.
There's too much, but then on the other hand, how much can I protect my kids without like giving them a crutch almost where they don't know how to protect themselves or stand up for themselves or do anything for themselves.
They have to,
That
right?
brings
Yeah, yeah.
that brings me to my next question. Mother Hannah, are you a TikTok mom?
I'm what?
Mother Hannah, are you a TikTok mom? Do you dance? Do you move?
Oh gosh. I do not. I every once in a while will get really involved in hair talk and post like response videos where I can kind of like there was a dad that was like really stressed out about his daughter's hair getting tangled all the time. So every once in a while I'll stitch a video and try to like verbally explain something, but I cannot stand the sound of my own voice, so I will delete it like after a day.
Oh,
Um, but I do love TikTok. I'm on it all the time.
oh, so you watch it, but you
I
don't
watch it.
make them.
Yeah, no.
I'm so confused about TikTok. I thought it was illegal. Then it's not illegal,
it's
and then
I
I'm
mean it
like,
takes a long
what's the
time for
deal with
those
this thing?
laws to go into effect. So I
Yeah,
think it was now September that it will no longer be able to be on the app store or whatever.
I
I
mean,
don't
it's on
know.
my phone, but like, am I supposed to use it or not? I can't tell if I'm going to get in trouble from using TikTok.
You're not gonna get in trouble for
Do we
using
live in China
TikTok.
or what? Like, what in the world? Like, where are we?
China's coming.
I've
China.
used it a lot for like crochet stitches.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, how am I going to learn how to very quickly do these crochet stitches without somebody telling me their whole life story on YouTube? I don't want that. I just want to know how to do it really quick.
Let me tell you
Yep.
why I know how to do crochet. Oh boy. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Get stuck in the weeds, as they say.
Yep.
Um, but I want to go back to the part about the social media and stuff with your kids and kind of segue into around the TikTok question as well. But segue back to like, what do you think your job is as a mother? Like, what is your opinion of your job? Lots of people talk about what parents should do and but what do you think? And you're at this point of your parenting career, you're a few years in, and
I mean, I definitely think I'm always wrong. So I'll probably hate my answer in a year or so. But for right now, my job is just to raise good humans. And that is it. Just good humans. And if I know they're gonna have trauma from me, even if I make every choice I know is right at the time, they're still gonna resent something that I do. Yeah, just raising good humans for now.
Do you
Okay.
think is the mother's job, Mother Hannah? Do you think is the mother's job that, you know, family values, like whatever your parents taught you, especially your mom being a single mom? So hypothetically, let's say your mom was a Republican Christian. Do you think is it natural for you to
Yes,
pass that down to your kids, or like, or you it's not like that in this generation? What do you think?
I think that I definitely don't want to teach based off of like any sort of ideology or yeah, ideology, I guess. I want my kids to know right and wrong and why, not because this will get you somewhere, if that makes sense. So like I want my kids to know you don't hurt somebody because it hurts them and it's wrong. Not necessarily because it will get you into heaven or it will, I don't know. Do you know what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's sorry for that delay. One of our hosts came home. Sorry about that. I was listening to your response. I
That's
put it on mute. But yeah, absolutely, that's kind of how I feel too. Like my little
Mhm.
girl, she started asking me to take her to church. So I'm like, okay, but
Right,
I'm not like I'm gonna take them and they're gonna go and that's it. And that's it. End of story. Like how I was raised. So I'm
right.
like, I want them to want it. Like,
Yeah,
but at the same time, they're learning how to be nice to other people and treat everybody. Like
yeah.
even if they're jerks, like someone's flipping you off, I showed them the 5 finger salute. They're flipping me off, and I'm just like, hi. Especially in the car. You're just
mother
like,
Mother Hannah, do you teach your kids, like, they're probably too little, but like, do you teach them country, hip hop, different cultures, food, Mexican food, Asian food? Do you think do you culture them music wise, or like you don't
Music
try them
wise, oh
naturally?
my gosh, I have little to no ability to control what my daughter likes. I so funny enough, for like an entire year, Feliz Navidad was like her favorite song ever. I
it's a
have
good
no
song.
idea how. But she was like, this is the best thing I've ever heard. I am, as you can see, very like porcelain white. Not a lot of culture in my family. But I try really hard to figure out how to do it, like try to get her immersed in culture without being like typical white person that's like, I don't know, trying to encroach on it. So
Mm.
it's definitely like something that I want her, and my son, of course, but because he's not as easily talked
He's
to right
only
now.
9 months right now, right?
Yeah. But I
He
mean,
likes those cocoa melon and
oh
when he's
God,
9 months old. He's not into that cocoa melon, cocoa melon.
no, he's all about the sensory fruits and veggies. He loves
Uh,
them. He
uh,
loves fruits and veggies. No,
been
but
a
culture
while.
is super important. It's hard though, because the only example of things for her that we have are very like traditional. So like we're both white, so she doesn't see a lot of color around. She stays home with her dad, so she doesn't go out and about all the time. She was a pandemic baby, so she really didn't see people for a very
Big
long
time.
time.
What kind of music do you guys listen to at your house? Mostly.
Um,
Just honestly,
she
like if you turn on the push play on your Apple Music or wherever you listen to music, it's gonna be like Garth Brooks. That's kind of old, but whoever the new guys are, country guys or rock and roll, like White Snake.
She really likes like theme music, so like music from shows or musicals and
Oh,
stuff. So she's
like
super
Wicked.
into, no, not like
Oh,
musical theater.
oh,
Uh
oh.
musical shows like cartoons and stuff. So she's really into Steven
Oh.
Universe, which is the target audience is definitely a bit older. But she
Mm.
loves it. She loves it. And I can
What's it
watch it too.
called?
It's nuts. Steven Universe.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Steven
been a few
Universe.
years now that kids, my
It was
8-year-old's watching
popular when
makeup
I
shows
was
and
in
like
high
hair.
school. So it's funny that that's what she's gravitated towards.
Wow.
Do you
Mhm.
take it to the play? Do you take it to the playground and play with other kids? And
As much as I can before it's like 100 degrees outside.
Yeah, that's like 10 in the morning.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
seriously.
true.
But yeah, I get what you're saying about being stuck. I was a teacher in LA for a long time, and mostly Latino areas in LA. And
Mhm.
little kids would come to back to school night, and they're little babies, so freaking cute. And I think I'm the first white person they've ever seen. Like I'm like they're like looking at me and like clinging to their mom, like, and their parents like trying to hand the baby to me, and they're
It's a
like,
ghost.
that guy's too white. No, he's sick. He's sick. He's sick. Like, no, it's I'm pink. I'm pink. Look, I'm pink. Yeah, it's definitely different when you just don't have a huge group of people to hang out with that's just like all multinational and that stuff.
Right.
I
Yeah.
do recommend, Hannah. I do recommend like taking your family to like Vietnamese food, Chinese restaurants, Mexican restaurants. Like just sitting down, and then if you just sit at a table in the back, they will naturally see different cultures, different colors.
Right.
But I feel like you and your husband, when you guys have family time together, do you guys go out to eat? Like, do you try different restaurants or?
Not really. I mean, we're pretty frugal, so we typically don't like go out to eat. Like if it's free, it's me. So like we go to the public library a lot. We do that.
That's awesome. Actually, that's where I take my kids on the weekend sometimes to just make them read at the library. Like,
Yes.
because either that or they're just like all day. I'm
Hmm.
like, okay, we're going to the library. Oh, I already have a book. I'm like, good, bring it with you. That's what you're gonna do.
It's not about the
Yeah.
books.
No, it's just like getting into a space. And it's also the AC's pumping and it's nice and cool.
Seriously.
Yeah, it saved me some money over there at the library. But how do you and your husband, Mother Hannah, find time to keep your romance and some sort of relationship alive? You obviously have a very strong relationship, but like, how do you keep the fun and stuff with the two kids? Does your mom get in the thing, or like what is your guys' method?
So we don't actually, there's like a handful of times that we've ever had our daughter stay with anybody that wasn't us, like even just to be babysat for a couple hours. When we had Sebastian, our son, she stayed overnight like as little as she possibly could, the shortest amount of time she possibly could. She stayed with my husband's aunt. Um, I like him too much.
Oh, I
But I
know,
mean,
yeah.
my husband and I never really like went out. We both really much like enjoy each other's company at home. So we'll try
Even
to
when you were
like,
dating
yeah,
before the
yeah,
kids came?
yeah.
Okay.
I know I'm so boring. But like, I mean, watch movies together. We used to like do puzzles and board games and stuff. And then he's a big gamer, so I'll try to get into whatever game that I think we both would like, and it usually ends up in like, I don't know if you guys have ever played like it's Overcooked, but it's basically your chefs and they make it as hard as possible to do anything, and you feel like you're in the middle of the bear just screaming at each other.
The
Like,
movie
get
The Bear, the
it together.
show,
The show The Bear.
I
Get it
saw a
together.
couple episodes of that.
So good.
Wait,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah, it's
a
good.
wait, there's a
It's
video
good.
game where you're cooking something?
Yeah, but it's not based off The Bear, but it's like that level of intensity.
Wait, like
Oh,
someone's
okay, okay.
yelling over your shoulder and you're like have to
Oh no,
finish?
it's you yelling at whoever you're trying to accomplish the the game with.
So you're yelling at the person who's ordering it from you?
No,
I'm
so
not
like
making that for you.
you're trying to like cook meals and then they'll be like, oh, but you have this one ingredient, it's over in the next building and you have to try to not get hit by a car. So like they make it as hard as possible. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that, PS5 or Xbox or what?
Oh, I think it's like on so many different platforms. I think you can find it on anything, but it's a lot of fun. But yeah, definitely a team building game.
What? Wait. Hold on. Wait, are you telling me before the kids, you guys didn't go to Applebee's 2 for 20, karaoke
Not
bar,
really.
go to the movies at the mall, do some
Well,
Panda
you got to remember,
Express?
I worked a full-time job and was in school full-time. So I didn't have any free time. And he really, the job that I had also did not pay very well. He supported us financially for the majority of our relationship before we got married. But yeah, we made fun out of each other's company. So we don't really go out.
Well,
Karaoke, you gotta try at least karaoke bar. Karaoke bars are fun.
That sounds embarrassing.
No, it's fun. Drunk singing.
Well, and we don't drink either. So like I know we're no fun.
you know what? There are actually places where you could go and rent a little room, karaoke room,
Mhm.
and then there's a TV and you guys just sing songs with each other. It's actually really fun. My wife's
Are you guys
Japanese, and we
Boy,
do that.
Mother Hannah, are you guys Mormon?
No,
Oh,
no.
They're just
So you don't-
sober.
I need caffeine.
okay. You say you don't drink. So I thought you were Mormon.
No.
Well, I don't drink, and I'm not Mormon.
Oh, that's right. You live in Gilbert, though.
I do know some Mormon people.
That's like a Mormon hub. That's a
Yeah.
that's a
Yes.
Mormon.
knows.
That's
He
what I keep
knows.
hearing. We just moved out here from LA last July, and out of the areas that we picked, that area, we just like the way it feels. I guess I liked all the, it just really clean and looks like a
It's
great
super
place to
family
live.
friendly
Yeah, that's pretty
because
much
of the
why.
Mormon.
I'm down with it. Family friendly is great. But I was just told that it's almost time to wrap it up. So
Oh yeah. I'm like we've been going for like 50 minutes, man. This has been
Oh
a great
wow.
interview.
it feels like
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's been
that was
awesome.
amazing.
It's been really fun. And thank you so much for your energy. Thank you for your sharing
Yeah.
and your insights. And it sounds like you have a great thing going on in your life. So you should be proud of yourself.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, everything Alan just said, great. But Alan, before we wrap it up, Alan, is there any last question? Because I have one last question before we wrap it up. Do you have a question?
I don't have any more questions. No, Hannah's answered them all amazingly, and with great thought. And
Okay,
yeah.
Mother Hannah, your initials are HM. So two-part questions is, do you stop at H&M? That's the first one. And the last one was like, did you watch Hannah Montana growing up?
I think it's very ironic that I ended up with the initials HM because I often got
true. I never
teased
even thought
with
of that.
the Hannah Montana thing. I was also a blonde predominantly like as a kid and then as a teenager. So yeah, all the time. So I think that's hilarious. That's what I ended up with.
Wow.
I don't remember your first question.
Do you stop at H&M? Your initials are H&M.
Oh, I love H&M. I love H&M.
Wow.
And I love, like they collect clothes that that you don't wear anymore to recycle. I like that a lot.
Well, Hannah, I don't know how to thank you. Thank you so much for coming to Do You Love Your Mother podcast with Denzel Kismayo and the OG real estate mogul, Alan G. Going to fly to Tokyo in the morning. We thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.
What about the lyrics? Are we going to do that?
Oh, yeah. Is she okay with that?
I don't know.
I'm fine with it. I'm just going to sound very white. Very white.
Actually, that would kind of sound funny.
Listen, this is America, 70% white. I'm okay with that.
And FYI,
no way. There's no way. I feel like white is the minority at this point.
Oh yeah, that is true. That's in
Uh,
2050. That's 2050, not yet. 2050.
2050.
Okay.
That's 25 more years.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's just what we kind of get programmed, but that's actually Denzel's right.
Yeah.
We're still in a different.
Primarily white. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. I'm
Trump
gonna
2024 for sure.
uh, let's see. I'm gonna share this here, and
Oh,
there goes the
I
question
like
and
I like
answers.
white rice. I like white rice pudding. I like vanilla ice. I mean,
Vanilla rice.
no, I like
I
white
mean,
pudding, and I like vanilla ice.
The person? The rapper?
Yeah, I like
I thought you were talking about the
no,
actual thing, like a
no,
vanilla
no, no.
ice.
Snow White is one of my favorite movies. I like Rachel. She's from New Mexico.
Are you at Rich? Is Rachel right there or what?
Are you
Yeah,
just
she's
naming
in.
things that are white?
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa. I always tease Denzel. He came from St. Paul, and so did I. It's interesting.
That's right.
All right, can you
Well,
see this screen right here?
originally East
Yeah.
Africa, Kenya.
Oh, Kenya.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's go. All right, come on, Hannah Montana.
All of it?
I mean,
No,
whatever.
just
Here's the thing. You can like bleep yourself. You don't need to say
you
the
don't
word.
have to.
My
Mother
wife
Hannah, you
did
don't have
this,
to do
and
that. Let loose. You
she
can let
like
loose. You
didn't
can
say
let
the word
loose.
she didn't want to say. So it could
I
sound
feel
really
like
funny just skipping it.
I feel like I don't know if I want to say any.
It's fine. You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to. I can actually close
I will
this and
say
edit this whole thing out.
shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. I will say that. I will say
Okay.
that.
I'll say
Like,
the rest for her. I'll say the rest
how
for
about all you ladies pop your lips like this?
her.
Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. Just do
My
it.
neck, my leg, my
Oh,
neck, my back, lick my and my neck.
You have
Something, something.
you have
oh
one?
my God, my husband's gonna make fun of me.
Yeah. Well, you didn't do anything yet. So but he'll make fun of your I think you're being shy. That's
Yeah.
fine. Denzel, go ahead and help her out.
My neck, my back, lick my cookie and my crack.
My neck, like my and my crack.
Can't. I'm sorry.
All right, it's okay. No, it's
It's
all right.
okay.
Yeah, I'm
You're a
gonna
mother. We
stop
understand. You're a
sharing
mother.
this. At some point,
You're
your
a
kids are gonna be like, "Mom, why did you do that?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mother Hannah, you don't have to do that.
it's all right. All right.
I wanted to be cool with it.
It's hey, you know what though? That you just showed you're up. You're just like not there. It's okay.
It's all right.
When
You tried.
my wife was reading them, and she was saying strange syllables for all of the words. It was, and our 8-year-old came out. She's like, "What are you saying, Mama?" No, she didn't. She didn't say anything bad at all. So yeah, it's okay. We could pick a less. That's just one of my favorites. Back from, I guess it came out in 2002. I thought it
Why
came
that
out
one?
before that.
Yeah, right?
I have a really great memory. I have these two friends. They came out from Minnesota. I won't share their names, but there are two ladies who came out to visit from Minnesota to LA, and we went driving up and down the coast. And I have a really great memory of those two ladies singing that song, and they're actually the ones who introduced it to me. So I was like, "Wow, that was really fun." It was just a fun time. That's all.
We should
And
pick the bad rap, you know? Smoking that the night time. That's all we need, you know?
I mean, whichever one. Yeah. When you filled out your thing, you said any. So I just picked that one because that's actually the one that I did with my wife the other night. But yeah, maybe we'll pick like some like
I met this girl in Hawaii. Second and asked, she said, that was a great song. That's
I
my
don't know
karaoke
that.
song.
I don't know that. Oh, that's the actual song.
Yeah, Afro Man. You never heard of bad rap, Afro Man?
I've heard of Afro Man,
No,
but I
you
didn't
were
hear bad.
singing, wasn't it Colt 45? Isn't that what it's
Yeah,
called?
see? Hannah knows.
Oh, wait, I know that. It's just your rhythm was
But
off.
no, those are
45,
two
six
different
back,
songs.
baby. That's all we need. Yep.
No, that's two different songs. She's right. That's two different songs. I met
They are
this.
two different
Yeah,
songs, but
yeah.
they're both bad rap. They're both bad lyrics.
Oh, okay.
But that one's funny. I heard this lady do that at a karaoke too. She was really
Yeah.
good. I never had
Yeah.
heard that song before. I was like, whoa, it's kind of fun. It's just fun to hear people talk dirty like that.
It is.
And she was very white too, so it sounded even more funny. So, and don't feel bad.
Canada, baby, Canada. We love
Canada?
Canada. We love China. We love Canada. We love China.
All right. Well, we're gonna say goodnight. So thank you so
I
much
have
for
a
joining
question
us.
for you guys real
Oh
quick,
yeah,
if you don't
absolutely.
mind.
Yep,
What
yep.
made you guys want to do it?
Denzel, he's the main. We're writing a book actually, and in the process of writing the book, he's like, "Let's make a podcast. Do you love your mother?" I'm like, "Okay, sounds like fun." So I have
Hannah,
another
great
podcast.
question. Hannah, great question. The reason why we're doing this podcast is because 8 billion people on Earth. The Earth's been around for 7 years. I mean, the Earth's been around for like 4.5. The Earth's been around for
Sorry.
4.5 million.
Fact
4.5
check.
million years. Earth's been around for 4.5 million years. Humans been around for 7 million years, and our galaxy been around for it's infinite. We don't know how long the galaxy and then. So every human on Earth has a mother. There's 8 billion people, maybe 9 billion. So I was like, there's not one person in this world that can say, I hate my mother. I mean, there's different circumstances, like, if your mother was a prostitute or something crazy, but 8 billion people on Earth, a lot of people are thankful that their mother gave them birth, no matter what her background is. So, because I love my mom, she's in Africa. I sent her money. She's in East Africa. She had 9 kids. She had 8 with my dad, 1 separate with my stepdad. And, my parents had 11 kids, 3 died. I'm the oldest 8 alive in East Africa, in Kenya and Somalia. So the topic is so good that everybody loves their mother. You know what I'm saying? What I don't care what the relationships. Deep down, you're thankful she gave you birth. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be the first to have this podcast because everybody got a podcast, but nobody is saying anything interesting. Nobody has a great title, and I'm an inventor. I'm an innovation. And how you say it, Alan? When we want to be the first or something?
You're innovative.
Innovator?
Innovator.
Yeah,
I'm an
she said it
innovator.
too.
I'm an
You do good
innovator.
at
I want to
Scrabble.
be Elon Musk. I want to be Elon Musk of podcasts.
That's awesome. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, you made me super nervous when you were like telling me about it a little bit when you ran into me.
Yeah.
Did he tell you how he found me?
No, please go ahead and tell us all. How did Denzel meet
Well,
you?
I was doing hair. He's walking around the suite buildings, and I was running to go. I think I was actually talking to one of my neighbors, but I was running to go to the bathroom. And he was like, "Hey, where's your room?" I was like, "What?" Especially because it was like a little later on a Saturday. So I was like,
Yeah, he does
why?
have a way. He does have a way of coming across like what? Yeah,
Right.
in fact,
and he's like, "Are you
that's
a mom?"
are you a mom?
Yeah. So
That was the second question.
I was
Where's your
a little
room?
nervous
And
too
are
when you
you a
were
mom?
like giving me the title, "Do you love your mother?" I'm like, oh my goodness, this is gonna be loaded.
I don't know.
Great
How was your
title. It's a
experience?
great title.
Was it loaded?
No, I mean, no.
It was actually, the questions were way more boring than I thought when I read the questions that he wrote. And because he did write them all, and I looked at them like, wow. And then my wife was answering them. I'm like, I'm learning a lot about my wife right now. So
Mhm.
I think you did a great job. And
Thank you.
yeah, thanks again for joining us.
Am I getting great?
Yeah. Oh, we'll let you know. We'll put the grade in the comment section.
We're definitely gonna let you know.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I was happy to be a part of this.
Oh, you're welcome. And tell us again one last time, what is your business name?
Hair by Hannah AZ.
Okay, and we can look that up on the internet and
Yeah.
Instagram or anything.
Yeah, that's my website's Hair by Hannah AZ. Like literally anything, you just type that in and I pop up because my husband did that.
Well, you got an awesome husband and wonderful lady. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
Hannah, best hair in the business. Hannah, the best hair in town. You understand me? The best. Go see her. She's the best. You understand? Vote Trump 2024.
Good night.
Thank
Bye.
you.